All right, hey there, I would love to officially welcome you to this webinar. This is a webinar of the MRM Perks program titled What Makes a Website Great? And so in this webinar, we are just going to be talking about what makes a website really great. And if you're watching this, that means you are a valued client of M. Roberts Media, and we just want to thank you for your business and hopefully just instill and give you guys a little more value in our partnership. So my name is Jordan Sherrod. I'm your MRM Perks representative. I've lived here in Tyler, Texas for about 12 years, and I really am so passionate about small businesses and marketing strategies for those businesses to help them succeed and to grow. And so I'm with M. Roberts Digital, which is under the parent company of M. Roberts Media, and we are your local agency with global reach. And so we offer just powerful marketing tools, strategies, and creatives for our clients, and we've probably done business with you. But if you guys have any questions at all during this webinar or afterwards or at any time, please feel free to email me at jordan@mrobertsdigital.com, and I would love to just chat and help you as best I can. Again, you are a valued client, and we just want to thank you for all that you're doing with us and provide just some value for you guys. So we're going to hop right into it. 3 components of great websites. We're just going to stick with 3. There's so many things we could talk about, but 3 components. Here are the main 3 components. Customer-centric, clear CTA'S, calls to action, and visually appealing. Customer-centric, clear calls to action, and visually appealing. So why websites? Why are we talking about websites? What's so important about them? A lot of you guys already know why they're so important, but especially during COVID, this has caused society to become more web-based than ever before. With doors closing, people went to the internet, right? And businesses that were online succeeded, and ones that weren't online suffered, or at least began to realize the need for website optimization as more and more people visited their sites. A website, as you know, has always been a way of legitimizing you as a business. It's your digital face to the world. And a website extends your reach from beyond your physical location to anywhere in the world. Here's some fun stats. So 55% of people will search online for reviews and recommendations before making a purchase, with 47% visiting the company website, 26% checking out the physical store, and 23% of people talking with friends and family. So that means, think about this, 47% visit the company website, 26% check out the physical store. We have come so far in this digital age that having a website is almost twice as important as having a physical store. Isn't that insane? So that's why websites are important, especially now in this day and age, more important than ever before. So customer-centric, what does that mean? What all is involved in making your customer the hero? We want to make the message of our website simple and clear. And I love this quote by Donald Miller from Building a Story Brand. He says, "If you confuse, you lose." And so I love that. That's kind of been ingrained in my mind as I develop websites and you know, I'm writing copy. If I confuse, I lose. I'll lose the client. What do we mean by that? How does that play out? Well, we want to use one-liners that state exactly what you will do for the client. So if the client can't figure out, if you can provide what they want in 5 seconds, they will leave. They will leave your website if they can't figure out if you can provide what they want. When someone comes to your website, they're wondering, what can you do for me? We are a very selfish society, and so we are always thinking about what can you do for me? And that's why people go to your website, because they're wondering if you can offer them what they are looking for. So show what you do visually, specifically as well, whether it's a doctor caring for a chemo patient, a teacher helping a small child. Like, be specific in your imagery and your header images. And we're going to talk about visuals in a little bit. But be brief, punchy, and relevant. Your client doesn't have time for games. They're not here to hang out. They just want to know, what can you do for them? And so use very few words. See if you can cut your text in half. It's a little challenge, a little game, but see if you can say what you're trying to say with half as many words. So here's some examples. I love this one. It says, it's a little wordy, but I immediately know what's offered to me. It says get out of debt in 10 years or less. Like, I know if I follow this program, I know immediately this is offering me I can get out of debt in 10 years. What? That's insane. I want to learn more, right? And then I click learn more. This one right here, this client offered 2 different types of products, and the distinction though is clear. I love that. There's this, they had to overcome this, well, we offer 2 different sides of our business. How do we communicate that? The distinction is clear with the blue and the red and the different images. And then I love the questions because they imply that the designer is thinking about what the client wants, what the client's thinking for. When I come to this website, I want to know, do you offer farm equipment? No, I'm not looking for that. Industrial equipment? Yes. Boom. View products, right? The client is the center, client-centric, customer-centric. So the customer is the hero, not you. Expound on what you can offer to the client, and then show them what they can become as you guide them. You're not the hero, you're the guide. The client is the hero. You are the expert showing them how they can develop, how they can become the hero they were destined to be, right? And here's a big mistake that a lot of small businesses end up making. They put the About Us on the homepage, or at least very high up on the homepage. Here's the hard truth, and I'm sorry if I hurt you, but people don't care. People don't care if you were founded in 1835 and if it was handed down from generation to generation, and we just really believe in people, and people don't care about that at all. They just want to know, can you give me what I'm looking for? And there is a place for the About Us page, but it's not on the homepage. It's not in the forefront of everything. You're not the hero, the client is. And so you want to show testimonies of people who are being transformed, who are being, who are something that the hero can strive to become, right? You're showing this visually. So another example, I look at this website, I immediately know who this guy is. That it's clear, it's quick, it's punchy. He's a home inspector. If I'm looking for a home inspector, perfect. I found the right website. If I'm not, I'm leaving. But I love that he's thinking about what qualifications the client is looking for, so that if someone does come and they are looking for a home inspector, okay, what's the next thing they're thinking of? Are they professional? Are they trustworthy? Are they detailed professional? And then there's also clear calls to action on this website, which we're going to talk about. There's a schedule inspection, a call here, a request inspection, a contact us, right? I love how client-centered this website is. Here's a great quote as we finish this section. The day we stop losing sleep over the success of our business and start losing sleep over the success of our customers is the day our business will start growing again. I love that. I love the focus needs to shift but from just inward and centered on getting so caught up in making money and all that stuff. But we want to focus on what does our client need, what is our client looking for, what do they want, and that's when you're going to start growing again. So customer-centric, client-centric, and then clear CTA'S, calls to action. What do they do next on your website? 70% of small businesses' websites lack a call to action on their homepage. Yikes. A call to action provides the potential client with a clear next step. It's an invitation. Come, join me. You want to make it clear what you want them to do next, whether it's click a button, download something, give you a call. If they go to your website and they're just there and they read some nice little bio, then they're like, great, that was cool. I guess I'll leave, right? No, it's like, why don't you stay for dessert? It's an invitation to something more. This website, it quickly showcases products and the logo, and there's a place for that. But I'm not invited into something more. There at least should be a shop now, a view products button, right? That's calling me in and deeper into the site. This website is so good. It's a little busy with the brightness, but I love the layout of the text. Just look at the text. It's hello, I'm, boom, this is what I can do for you, boom, let's make it happen. I'm the We Buy guy, I sell homes, let's set up an appointment, right? Hey, this is me, this is what I can do for you, let's do it. And I love that, bam, 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 just immediate, to the point, call to action. Clear calls to action, what do they do next? In addition to buttons that we just talked about, consider email lead generators, where you offer the visitor value in exchange for their email or for other information. And also consider form fills and pop-ups. Now, pop-ups aren't as negative as they used to be. Obviously, if it's negative or super annoying, people aren't going to do that. But after a time, it's okay for a small pop-up to show up on your website offering the client something in exchange for their email. If it's value for the client, then it's worth it. This pop-up right here on this website, I love it. It's a write a review pop-up, and it appears on the right side of the screen, doesn't take over the whole thing. After a form has been filled, then that person who filled out the form leaves, and then later on they come back to the website looking for more information. And so they had an experience with the client, and then this review pops up. Hey, how'd we do? Like, let's go deeper in our relationship. Provide a dating option. Now this, you may be, what dating option? I actually sell, farm equipment, and I'm not looking to date. Anyway, it's a metaphor, it's a picture. Think about this. You don't want to always ask people to marry you. So on the first date, you don't ask someone, can I marry you? Will you marry me? You get to know them first. And so you don't always just want to do a shop now, buy now, buy now. You also want to do a little more of a learn more, or, download our catalog, something to get to know them a little more before you make the ask, the big ask. You're dating them before you're marrying them, right? And then always keep your word. If you're going to give them a free consultation, do it. If you have a button that says schedule consultation, free consultation, follow up with them. That's a big thing that I've seen with a lot of forms, is that they're great and they may even have a lot of leads, but a lot of times people forget to follow up. And those are valuable leads that are begging for you to follow up with them. So the last of the three primary categories of great websites is visually appealing. Now here's something we need to remember. Visually appealing websites don't sell your products or services. They don't. But they do sell you, your image, your business, to buy you enough time to present your products or service clearly, to give your pitch, right? They get a foot in the door in order for you to say a little more. It draws them in just long enough for you to say that quick little punchy sentence that we talked about earlier, right? So visually appealing, get this stat. It takes about 50 milliseconds, that's 0.05 seconds, for users to form an opinion about your website that determines whether they will like your site or not, and whether they'll stay on your site or not. So check out this gross website. I want you to guess how much this, now this was designed in 1996, so 6 or 7 years after the internet was created. This is what websites were at, right? As of now, obviously, if I went on this website, I would immediately hop off. I'm like, this is gross, I'm gone. Fun trivia, how much was this website pitched for, the quote? $40,000. Isn't that insane? So nowadays, sites can be tremendously more beautiful and visually appealing for way less money. But that was at the start of the internet back then. Now, I want you to look at these two websites. They're both selling furniture. Let's say they're even the same company. Which website would you choose? Which would you immediately leave or discredit, right? Obviously, I'm going to look at the website on the left and be like, ugh, gross. I'm immediately out of there. I'm not even reading the content. Even if the content might be better than this pretty one, I'm going to stay on this pretty one, the one on the right here, a little bit longer, and just long enough to read what they have to say. Now, if what they have to say isn't appealing or doesn't catch me immediately, I'm gone. But it at least buys me a little bit of time to pitch my message. So please look like you're from 2020. Give your guests something easy on the eyes. It doesn't have to be complex. Simple is actually best. Your website's imagery enhances your user's experience and their impression of you. So use a key video. Videos are instrumental, that they are huge. People will spend time watching a video more than they will reading. So use a key video on your website to explain who you are or what you do. And then when you do show pictures, which I highly recommend, show real people who are customers as much as possible, and then avoid stock. Now, sometimes stock is going to take your visual presence to a whole other level. And if you don't have great photos, that might be a good starting point. But using real people is powerful. And then mobile format matters. A lot of you know this by now, but if your website doesn't work or isn't formatted correctly on a cell phone, you are losing and hurting yourself in a major way. Average smartphone conversion rates are up 64% right now compared to desktop conversion rates. So very powerful. Make sure your website is optimized for mobile. Now, here's some examples. I love this. This is visually appealing without sacrificing clarity and calls to action. So this is just gorgeous. It looks like a magazine, but you immediately know this is a realtor, an East Texas realtor, and I immediately know I can search properties or value my home. And then there's calls to action. Email me right here, contact me right here, search right there. And then there's kind of his nose popping up, but there's a real picture of him right there that I immediately am meeting him and being drawn in. And then this is cool too. We talked about key video, right? This is a key video on this guy's website with clear language. So it leads off with eliminate debt. Yes, I want to eliminate debt. So boom, I'm going to watch this video. And then it follows with a call to action. Okay, like that was so impactful. I want to immediately do something about it. Meet with James. Yes. And then there's modern visuals, that are appealing and attractive. This one is not necessarily as pretty, but it's eye-catching. It's fun. It's unique. It's a comic that this client actually had contracted out to, they hired out a comic artist to draw this for their website. And so they buy real estate. And so this is the real estate guy beating up people like Foreclosure Freddy and Larry Legal Fees McGee, and they're the hero fighting for the client. Unique, eye-catching visuals. So that's it. 3 components of great websites: customer-centric, clear calls to action, and visually appealing. I can't emphasize that more. Your website matters. So what do we do from here? Where do we go? Review your website. Review your website. Is it customer-centric? Is it wordy? Do you have clear calls to action? Is it mobile-friendly? Is it visually appealing? And then take steps to change it. Reach out to us. Reach out to your marketing team. Do it yourself. Make the change to make your website more optimal, because it matters more than ever in today's day and age. So again, questions, email me, jordan@mrobertsdigital.com. I thank you so much for your time and for just the ability to get together and to be a part of this webinar. I hope it's helpful. We thank you for being an M. Roberts Media client, and I hope you have a great rest of your week.